Alright, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Zelda Classics Randomizer PS. I am Nitro603, and I figured instead of starting where I was, I would just continue right along from the last part. I didn't save and quit, which could be bad, I suppose, depending on what your definition of bad is. Yeah, could be bad for sure. Hopefully the file doesn't get corrupt. Anyway, I do want to get a couple of the expansions here, and actually a couple of items before moving along to more levels, which we will get to as well. And I do want to buy myself a magic shield while I can afford it. And this is one of the cheapest places you'll get a magic shield. Fortunately or not. And actually there is an expansion right here that I'm going to get. Oh yeah, I'm still on the money for... Well, no, I'm not. That's so funny. I got that expansion just in time. And yes, there is a level there. We're not going to get to it for a very long time. So let's see what's here. All right, we got the bow. Awesome. All right, so bow is always good. We need the arrow at some point, obviously. Oop. Having the blue ring is always nice. Always nice to get that early. So we're going to skip the left side over there for now. That we'll come back to that later. When we have perhaps better equipment, and there's levels up there anyway, expansions, etc. So we'll come back to that later. In the meantime, I want to take advantage of time that we have. Now, we still don't have the power bracelet yet, so we're going to have to look for that. Oh yeah, there is an item down there I can get, but I will come back for that later. Not really worried about money. I'm not at the point of the game where I have to buy tons of things yet, so I don't need necessarily bait yet. I will, obviously. But for right now, I think we're good. Alright, get that arrow expansion here. There is another level, believe it or not. There's 2 levels to my left. We're not going to get to those for a little bit. Might be able to do one of them. Might. With one of the things we got. Alright, so we're moving on now to BS 3-1. And so let's start this level here, the G. And this level is not hard. But I mean, hard is kind of a really interesting word here in this set, because the difficulty kind of amps up very fast in this quest. They don't really leave the kitty gloves on very long. You really need to be ready to go at a moment's notice. I'll leave that guy there for now. Yeah, so Dark Knots are at level 2 Salphoses. We could probably do BS 1. Actually, no, we cannot do BS 1-4 until we get the flute. So that's a thing. Let's see, this is the blue Dark Knot room? No. That's in the other side. The other BS 3. Kill all these guys. Kinda don't know what I'm hoping for at this point. Oh, that's a really good item. That's a Wisp Ring. So red bubbles are now flashy bubbles. I'm wondering if there's ever going to be a possibility of getting the original racers back in swing. Pix, SC Knuckles, Top Kirby 3804, I believe, and Pix Caliber to do this race as a randomizer. That would be fun to watch. And then maybe I would try to get in on that. But we'll see. We shall see. Time can only tell. And so this, like I said, at the end of each part is when I see where I am as far as levels are concerned and what's left in the overworld. That, like I said, we haven't even started the BS or the second set of levels yet, so that'll be done as well. And you do need to go this way to get the boss key, or else you will not be able to get it. So as I mentioned in the last part, we are gonna start uploading these on Friday, and then like I said, I'm hoping to have this series done quicker than last time. It'll just really just depend on a couple of things. It depends on how much I want to go crazy looking for every little item again, or am I still going to get 100%, which at this point I think I'm going to. I don't think I've ever played this quest and not gotten 100% as we get our first boomerang. Even when I play it on my own, I always get everything. Just because it's just the way I've been playing it since the day I was able to get everything in it. I just have always done, I don't do the bare minimum in this quest. And I don't do the bare minimum in Randomizer Modern either, or Super. I mean, I don't think I could beat Pix Caliber in this quest anyway. He's just, his memory of this and his knowledge of this quest is so high. I did reach out to him, see how he's doing. He has not, at this point of recording, reached back out. I hope he's okay. But if anyone knows where he is or if he's okay, you can leave it in the comments. And this quest, like I said, is not for the faint of heart. And yeah, there's another manhandle in these quests here. So I'm gonna probably switch back to that candle in a moment, because the candle really is your best friend against manhandle when you don't have sword beams. And like I said, I only have 5 hearts right now, so don't remember what it took last time to beat this quest. Try to be a little more aggressive here. Do have the blue ring, so if all else fails, there we go. Like I said, all else fails, it's okay. And we get our first Triforce piece. All right, awesome. Not bad. Like I said, there are 2 more levels in this general vicinity, and we're just going to leave them alone for right now, just because it just, right now is not a good time to go after them. There are other things you can do in this area too. When you have the flute, there are expansions here that we can get. And actually there's a level here too. I believe the hammer is here, or the mallet. It's either called the hammer or the mallet. I can never remember. Oh, speaking of the flute. Speaking of thy flute, I really hate the Z-axis rule, folks. Really, truly hate it. I think they need to get rid of it pronto. Alright, and I believe it was this screen that had the expansion. Yep. And I believe this screen has money, if memory serves. Yeah, just money. Get some of those. Actually, this is a great time to get a potion. Always just in case. You know, with 5 hearts, you never know something bad can happen. I don't have the... I do have the flute, so I could technically do... BS14. And I think I'm going to do BS14. Because I can. And with the ladder and feather, you can get it. It's not bad. The problem with this level becomes in that they really expect you to have better items than we have. So we are going. These are weaker representations of the blue whiz robes, if you want to call them anything. I'm gonna call them gray robes. They're weaker versions of their brothers by far. By far. And like I said, this level is, I wouldn't call it hard. But it's not something I would do without a minimum of equipment. So without at least a blue ring, if I could help it. Because the dig dodger is still not easy, even at this point. And just ignore those guys for now. Got what we wanted out of that room. Get some bombs out of this room here. Yeah, you're gonna see, like I said, this is far harder than its counterpart, than what we were already doing. But like I said, we were already here, so I figured why not? And then we should be able to grab the map. Yeah, so you have spread robes and like these like weird whiz robes. Like I said, I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying it's not an easy level to start with. We have plenty of bombs, so we're gonna leave the bombs alone. And I think as long as you have at least a blue ring, you should be fine. Try to pick up whatever money we can. This is definitely easier than the other level 4s. And you come from the other side on those. So here you have more of these weird blue whiz robes. They're not hard. Whoops. Say that as I get hit by a spike. A wall trap, rather. This is not the level that has the boss key in the BS second version is in there. So just for FYI for later. I believe there's a key in here. Or no, this is where the boss key is, which is totally fine. And actually something I've learned is that believe it or not, the Zols are the enemy that takes precedent in that room. Don't ask me why. They just are. believe there's a key in this room too. And get more money as we move right along here. Alright, don't forget the key. Yeah, we're probably not going to get to any of the level 5s till potentially next time. I really want to start some of the BS2 ones. I really don't want to get too far into the 4s yet, because you really are... I'm not going to say that's supposed to be here, but it certainly is better. Because they definitely expect you have certain items by now. So, and like I said, you need the whistle to even complete this level. So, so make sure you have the whistle if you can get it. If you don't have it for whatever reason, what did I get? Oh, I have the upgraded crit ring, which is nice. So yeah. I'm just trying to give heads where I can. And like I said, you definitely cannot beat this level without the flute. You just can't. Nor do I think you want to try. Alright, so for this boss, you can do one of two things. And as soon as he splits, try to get as many as you can. But once he's down to one eye, it really is not something... Oops. Alright, let's end of the done. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to go too far. Oh, that's the hover boots. Well then. Well then. Interesting find. There's nothing on this screen. Just more stuff. So just leave that alone. Alright, so we have like 2 minutes, so let's get at least one more item, and then we'll call it a day here. We have 10 of the 17 items in the West overworld, and we'll probably leave it similar to how I did it before. So we were able to complete 2 levels here, BS 1.3 and BS 1.4. In our next installment, we're going to go through BS 2.1, 2.2, and potentially 2.1 and 2.2. So join me next time as we continue on. I'm Nitro6003, and I'll see you guys all next time.